Good morning, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Lifestyle in the Garden. I am Elaine, your host today, and I just want to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Today is December 24th, it's Christmas Eve, and I just want to wish you compliments of the season. Hope you're having a great holiday and that you will have a more wonderful day tomorrow, Christmas Day. So, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I have my Christmas shirt on, so I am just extending all the wishes and the blessings for this season. Just want to give you a little update on the amaryllis. This is the glee. This is another glee. And I've left the stalk up because once these are finished, I could have popped these off individually as they expire. But what you can do is just to cut the whole stalk off. You don't need this anymore. So these stalks can be cut off. This one has already sent up a nice bloom stalk, so it will bloom again soon. And this one, I think that's a bloom stalk coming up right there. These are the glees. Remember, these are the ones that started out real early. So it's dropping the pollen as well, on the other plants. But you could just cut this whole stalk off right there. It's coming up with another one here and some foliage. So that is the glee. So I left them on so you can see them. These are dry right now. I kind of let them dry out in between because you can rot these bulbs and I don't want to rot the bulbs. So remember again, just cut these off when the blooms have expired. They were beautiful. As you can see, we have red lion. That's the giant bulb. You remember that humongous bulb? That's this one. This is red lion and it's getting ready to put on its show. So I can't wait for that. It seems like it have a few foliage coming up here, but this is the star of the show and I'm just awaiting that show. So this is red lion. That's the humongous bulb that we did. Remember, we top dressed it. We all potted this up. So this is going on great. This is red peacock. Didn't seems to do much. It's coming. As you can see, I don't know if that's the bloom stalk or the foliage coming up right there, but these are foliages here. So these will be leaves like this. And this is red peacock. Another thing I've noticed, these pots, I tend to have to put like either a saucer or something because the water will come out. So be careful where you place the pots. Always check underneath because it can damage your furniture. The water, gets out. So you could just put it in a saucer like I did the ice pink. I just set it there because I noticed the bottom was moist when I took it from where I had it in the living room. So this is red peacock. I will see what it does. But this, we have potted all these the same time. And this is a more slower one. And I don't know if I'll have this for Christmas. That's the red lion. So red peacock is slowly coming on. This is one, I forgot the name of it, but this one I had it about a year and maybe something, and I'd stopped watering it, let it die back, and then I potted this up along with the others that I bought, and it's coming on. So I've got foliage. I don't see any bloom stalk yet, but at least I feel good I didn't kill it. So it has hope. This is ice pink, and ice pink is getting ready to give us a bloom. That's the bloom stalk right there. See that little fat top, the stem? These are just leaves, and they do look beautiful. I like them. I like the structure of them. And this is another ice pink as well. The bloom stalk is right here. It has you will see, if you have one, you'll see the difference. It has a thick top, and these are like just real flat, straight throughout. I like the foliage on it, it's lovely. I also think this might be another bloom stalk, so I might be getting 2 out of this ice pink right here. This ice pink, I only see 1 for now, but that's okay. So I'm awaiting these 2 and see what they do. And I don't know if Red Lion will give me a little show tomorrow. I can't wait for that. It is a big bulb, so I really want to see that red flower. So I'm waiting on that. So this is update, and as you can see, my cactus still going. It's not filled. It does have a few small tiny ones. I leave it here. It seems to be happy here, so I'm not going to mess with it, because another thing, you have to figure out where your plants are happy. If they're not happy at a certain location, they're not going to do good. I was looking at this and I saw the foliage getting yellow, so the plan is to move this and place it somewhere else, because sometimes you have to just move it around and figure out where it's happy, and once it's happy, then it's going to do what it wants to do. It's gonna show off, and that's what we want them to do, show off. So this is the update for the amaryllis. I hope you have gotten an amaryllis, or you do have one. Also, you can also upload a picture and share if you have an amaryllis. Let's see what yours look like. I'm always welcoming the beauty of the plants, and they do make you feel good. And I also we had some boxes in the refrigerator, and I looked in one and I realized my garlic was growing. So I just got some potting soil, stuck them in, and look at this. Isn't that a beauty? Just seeing things grow is just exciting for me. All I did was put a little potting soil. I think I either had tomatoes or some blueberries that came in it from the stores, and I just put a little potting soil and stick them in, and they're growing. So these will hang out in the house for me with me for a little while. It's not warm enough for them to go outside in that area. So garlic. I'm going to take you outside. This morning I looked out and it was snowing just a little. So even if it doesn't snow tomorrow, we did get a little bit today. So I'm just going to take you around. Nothing much to see, but it's going to be Christmas. I should get a jacket, but I'm just gonna whisk you out there and give you a little twirl off the outside. So come on, I'll take you with me. Let's go. Oh, that air smells wonderful. And as I tell you, not much to see, but there's snow on the ground. I hear some birds chirping somewhere. I left the foliage of the mock orange. Sometimes when it snows a lot, it falls on these branches and they do look wonderful. I will have to address this because I don't want to damage this. I'm going to turn it over so if it gets a little bit warm, that ice will fall out and don't break that bird back. I've had it for a while and I would love to keep it for a longer time. A little structure from the arborvitae edge, thank God for that. Because you know everything dies back. Once I get a little warm day, I'm just going to come out and open these bags and finish spreading. Who knows, I might do later. It's not so bad out here because I just have my sweater on and it seems to be okay. So this is arborvitae's edge. I wanted to create a little color and I put some red mulch right by those roots. Still have the bag sitting there. So I was contemplating that. But I think I might just uh, either make it all red or all black. Still working on that. So that is Arborvitae's Edge. This is the next project. I will wow you with that when it's time. It's been raining, it's been cold, and this is something I'm gonna have to be out here. So you can also put your guesses up of what you think this is gonna be. But I hope it will be spectacular and add some interest to the garden. This is the centerpiece. I think I'm just gonna cut the trumpet vine out. It is too aggressive for this little dainty arbor. I might do some evergreen, some greenery in this centerpiece. I'm doing it injustice by letting this wonderful and beautiful pot just sit like that. The concourse, or oops, oh, we have a leaning arborvitae of lifestyle in the garden. The topiary concourse. I had clipped a little bit on the spiral topiaries, those two. Hopefully it doesn't cause any damage. I wanted to add some lights. Still have not gotten a chance to do that. I didn't clip much on these because I didn't want it to damage the edges. I started with a couple up the front, but I stopped. Even the hue, I'm letting that grow out just a little bit, and then I'll reshape it maybe in a triangle like the arborvitaes. So as I say, nothing much to see. I had gotten some potting soil and I just dragged them out the truck and put them here. My tree has berries on it, but it's losing its leaves. This is the Abelia. It's losing its leaf as well. So nothing much. Everything is just dried, going to sleep, losing its leaves. It's my first year having the Paris, so I like those little red like berries on them. That looks nice. That is cute. I wish it was larger. I'm gonna keep it in that pot. I'm not sure where in the landscape I'm gonna put it, but one of my plans for next year is to have a little interesting, what should we say, stroll through the garden. Instead of all this big grassy space, which my husband loved, I think it just looked boring, and I want to have like a little path that leads to something, little adventure if you will. This is our back garden. I had to put a little slab over the compost pile. I could not find the cover that blew away, and I stirred it a little bit. Not much breakdown. Still got some leaves. I'm going to give it another stir. So that's my compost pile. And this is the back garden. A lot of things have gone to sleep. That's a Nandina. Got a little interest on the foliage. Now you can see the roots of the Artemisia. I love that. And that rose. So most of the stuff are gone to sleep. My hellebore is figuring out itself. So nothing much to talk about down here. This is a volunteer in the garden. I just let it stay. I might topiary it. But I have a few. They're all over. I have to start pulling them up now because they really can't grow here. There's a tiny little one. So I'll pull that up. Here goes another one. It's right here, so we'll see. And this is by our RV, the Road Charmer. So we're just gonna walk towards the fountain along the topiary concourse. I'll add some soil to this. It's leaning. It turned over the other day. We had some winds. But this is my topiary concourse. Trying to improve that. My maple, Japanese maple. And that's the cover on the fountain. Has a little snow on it. And on the bottom, it's quite big for this fountain actually, but I wanted to cover it because the fountain looked like the bird bath over there, and I really don't want to get this thing damaged. My lone reindeer, so I've got to get him some pals. There's a particular reindeer I would love whenever I get that. Maybe it won't happen this year, but next year. The butterfly bush and my two abelias. Remember when we planted this? So I hope they overwinter, because I'm really looking forward to enjoying these. So nothing much out here. I added this, and it's red. It stays continuously, while this one is solar, so it comes on in the night. And I think I need to just stick that somewhere so I don't lose this. Like a lot of things just still did not get done. My husband needs to put a screw in that little topper for the electric pole, and these are the spiral topiaries that flanks the way down to the terrace. Remember our greenery, the urns? Yeah. So it is bare and barren, but still a little interest, a little something. And I will stick that. You know, let me just walk it over to the bins that I normally do the tomatoes in. And I could add some soil. I might need to do this too, because if I don't get a, and it's hot already, if I don't get a nice warm day, I really would love to lose those. So I have the Weigelia right here. There's a Spirea over there. This is a smoke bush right here. And this is another Weigelia. Wine and Roses Weigelia. Yes. So this is another one. So these will be added to the garden next year. I had a time, and that's right in that area. This is the fairy garden. I I think I might find them a new location. I don't know. We're gonna have to revamp that area and really make it a powwow. So that's something the girls can work at. I have tulip bulbs in these pots right here. And these are going to sleep. They're losing their leaves. I will turn that container over because I don't want it to catch water and then it's going to break. I had one that broke already. So these are losing their leaves. The basket. So that's what it looks like. And that's Elaine Avenue where we have our edible and ornamental garden. We go through the gate. A little bit of light. I need to fix those lights up there. Those are the presents. And remember this urn that we worked on earlier. Little snow on the ground and that's just beautiful. This is our urn. That's under the tree. Well, nothing much to see, but just updating you as to what we do. So thank you again for hanging out in the garden with me. And you're always welcome to my garden. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, a happy new year, and all the best for the season. Thank you and have a wonderful day.